back to the She Drives podcast. It's Tyree.
I'm Ciara.
And it's episode 4.
So far, so good.
Yeah, so far so good. That's a full month.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Unbelievable.
So for the monthly episode, we're gonna do a roundup of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you were doing a roundup of the West Cork Rally.
Yeah, that's it. Basically, St. Patrick's weekend every year, West Cork's on around that time anyway. In my opinion, it's the best rally of the year. It's the best stages. It's the best crack. It's unbelievable. It's a really, really good rally. And there is always plenty of battles, right down through the field in every class. But it was quite controversial this year. There was a bit of drama.
Why?
The winner of the rally, John Armstrong, got excluded. His engine failed between the end of the last stage in Park Ferme. So another competitor pushed him in with a bumper. You know that scene in Cars where they push them over the line.
Yeah.
Basically, what they done got him into Park Ferme, but that's checked. They counted that as outside help, which you're not allowed. So he got excluded, and
oh no.
Yeah, it was unfortunate for John and Shane. They won it on the stages. They won. I think there was 11 out of the 18 stages they won. Really good pace. But Keith Cronin, he ended up getting maximum points and his name on the trophy. But
I suppose you'd be raging if that happened to you whenever you were in first place.
I would have been so cross. I didn't see that as outside help though, because to me, if it's another competitor willing to help you,
yeah, exactly, that should be a good thing.
You're all in competition together.
Yeah.
If that was someone else, I would have done the same thing. Do you know what I mean? It's a difficult one. But anyways, controversies aside, we had an all-female crew.
That's good.
Hazel O'Callaghan and Ella Ryan. Now, these pair are fantastic. They've done quite a few rallies together. They came back top female crew, and I think it was 5th or 6th in class. They ended up class 13, which is a highly competitive class. So absolutely fantastic result for the girls.
Girl power.
Exactly, it was fantastic. And actually, Ella got us a wee shout out on the end of stage live videos.
Way.
Yeah, she was saying, because Andy, the boy who does it, was asking her about her eyelashes, and she was like, yeah, sure, Ciara Diggins said in the podcast that she can't go to a rally without her having her lashes done, and she was like, yeah, that's absolutely right. So it's good to see that. Not the only one.
Yeah, no.
And then obviously Lauren Kelly, who's a bit more local to us, her father Frank is known to be a bit of a madman in baby blue in their Mark II, but she finished second two-wheel drive home alongside her daddy. So that's an absolute fantastic achievement. Them two have a really good pair, and I always find it can go one or two ways with a family member sitting.
Yeah,
like me and my dad, we don't get on very well, but some people it just works. And obviously Lauren and Frank, it worked really well for them this weekend. It's absolute credit to them both, and fair play. And then we had Sarah Hunter, who I think was over from the UK. She finished first in class 1. Really strong result for her. And then we had 2 girls competing in the juniors, which was just on the Sunday. So basically the main field does Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then the juniors do just the Sunday stages. Amazing battles going on in the juniors. You'd nearly watch their times to see how, because they're so close, the cars are all so similar. So some fantastic battles going on there, and I may say a wee shout out to Dara Walsh for winning. He's one of my good friends, so congratulations, Dara.
Congratulations.
And then unfortunately both our girls did have to retire.
Oh no.
I know, it was hateful, but some fantastic results up until then. I think at one point Catherine Walsh and Angie were 4th fastest before having to go out on the second last stage, and Louise Burke also was in around that as well, and I think she retired on the very last stage, which is even more hateful.
Yeah, that's hateful.
But hard luck to the girls, and hopefully we'll see them back out soon.
Oh yeah, definitely. I suppose it's all a learning curve whenever that happens, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And Carlo Forest Rally is on this Sunday. I'm competing in it myself.
Oh, girl.
Navigating, like I said, hardest job in the house.
I know. But sure, you'll be great. Yeah.
Yeah, bit of fun.
Exactly.
That's all it is.
Who are you navigating for?
Jack Casey. So look out for a wee up coming flying down the stages.
And no doubt in the next podcast we'll be talking about that. See how you got on.
You can hear all about it. Keep watching.
So I suppose it's been 2 weeks since our last one. So what have you been up to? What's the crack?
Again, I feel like I'm broken record. Literally working, just working. I haven't done much. We have the drift season coming up ahead of us. So Connor's been quite busy with the car at the minute. So I've been down and running, doing errands and stuff for him and things like that there. So we have a media day in 2 weeks' time.
That's good.
For CDM Sport, there's a quite an exciting announcement coming. So
intriguing.
Yeah, stay tuned for that.
Very intriguing.
And yeah, that's about it. Really, there hasn't really been too much going on. Anything with you?
Not really. I don't think so. See, it's like I always think of stuff to say before we come on the podcast, and then
it just leaves.
Yeah, I have absolutely no idea what I've been up to for the last 2 weeks. Probably nothing that springs to mind. I will say though, so just before we came on, you were talking about obviously we have our mic covers, but we don't have the mics yet. They haven't come.
Yeah.
So I walked into my room, came home from work, walked into my room today, and there was like this small package on my bed, and I was like, what's this? I haven't ordered anything. And I open it up and it's 2 more mic covers.
Oh,
so we have 4 mic covers now and no mics. Don't ask me where they came from. I'm 90% sure they came from a different company than the last one because there's 2 different shipping labels on them from 2 separate companies, and I can't figure out where they came from. And they're different. They're different style. They're for the same mic.
Yeah.
But even the colouring and all is different on it, and I don't know where they came from.
Oh my God.
So the surprise whenever I opened that up.
Yeah.
4 mic covers.
And no mics. Still, we'll get there.
We'll get there in the end. But yeah, that was the highlight of my day.
And your Musgrave Britain.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Into the pageant world.
I never thought I'd see the day. I am not the type of person that should be doing a pageant. I have 2 left feet. It's probably not going to go very well, but I'm doing it for the crack.
Yeah.
Doing it for the crack.
Doing it
to experience, and I'll be trying to put the podcast out there as much as possible as well.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I suppose that was actually the highlight of my last 2
weeks. Yeah, I can't believe you forgot about that.
I never forgot about it either. My mind, it just goes blank.
Yeah, I know. It's difficult to keep track.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, St. Patrick's. Do anything for it?
Yeah, I was working.
Oh.
Working at a pub in St. Patrick's today.
I could think of nothing worse.
Do you know what? Last night was quite quiet. That wasn't the problem. Sunday night. I wouldn't even say Sunday night was that bad. But it was a lot busier. But I did get to go out on Saturday night, so I did have
That's good.
I did have a bit of a blowout, but
you had something.
Yeah, I got something. But I'll tell you what, I was exhausted getting up for work this morning.
I'd say so. Like I said, because I was on the radio on Monday morning, and someone had texted in saying that they were starting their pub shift at 4, and I was like, I don't think you realise, but you are the unsung hero today.
Yeah. Exactly.
You are the unsung hero.
Yeah, it's a national service, over Christmas time, St. Patrick's Day, Easter,
exactly. No breaks or anything.
No, but it is what it is.
I couldn't work in a bar.
It's difficult.
I think it's not being able to hear people.
It's actually not that bad.
Really?
Yeah, you learn to lip read. You sort of have to.
Yeah.
And then like you'll go up to them and give them their drink and they're like, I didn't order that. You're like, yes, you did. That's literally what you said to me. You literally said that. Oh, that's a pet peeve of mine.
Do people do that often?
Yes.
Do they just decide they don't want the drink
Yeah, they
anymore?
decide they want something else then, and you're like, you didn't want to tell me that at the start.
Have you ever been, because I can't remember our past jobs, but have you ever been a waitress before?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Big no for
I
me.
started off waitressing. That was my first ever like proper job was waitressing, and I loved it, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I did. Ugh, don't get me wrong, the public can be an absolute nuisance, and they can be so cheeky.
Oh,
and they take
so cheeky.
take all their anger out in you, and it's like, well, it's not my fault you're having a bad day. Like I'm just here trying to give you your food. You know, your food's cold. Yeah, really sorry about that, but like, what do you want me to do? Do you know what I mean?
What do you do in that situation?
I don't cook. Well, you just have to be like, yeah, I'm really sorry about that. I'll get that changed. So then you have to go and deal with an absolute. I'm trying to think of a best way to put this. Loose cannon of a chef. You know, I remember one of my first shifts. I think I might have been like 14 or 15, and the head chef, like someone had sent something back, and he had like a knife in his. He was like cutting onions. He had a knife in his hand. He was shouting. He's pointing the knife, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die!" He's like, "He's gonna kill me in this kitchen." But no, that was like it. It builds you up to have a really thick skin. Like genuinely, there is nothing that anybody could say to me that could hurt me now after working in hospitality between bars and restaurants.
Would you not just like put it in the microwave? They'll never know.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I'd be thinking. Like, I don't know.
I'm so glad I've never been a waitress, and I never will be, because I just couldn't do it.
It's a really tough job, and you're on your feet all day, and you know, it's difficult. It is.
Like I've done retail before, like food retail, and utter hell.
Yeah.
Like you said, people are just so mean for no reason. Someone started shouting at me and I told them to get out of the shop. But I was a supervisor, so I had
the authority to do that.
Authority, and then she started swearing at me.
Oh.
And I was like, don't speak to me like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was so far off topic of cars.
I know.
But never gonna be a waitress. That's all. So a few things we're gonna talk about. So Veemann's, they're bringing out a new wheel. I don't really know if I like them.
I haven't seen them, I don't think.
We'll go to my laptop. I'm not really the biggest fan of them.
So, I like them.
Do you like them?
I do like them.
You know what? I actually think they would suit my car.
Yeah, they would.
If anyone's watching the video, I'll try and put the photo in of it, as long as I don't get copywritten or anything. But yeah, it's the VFS 60s are the new ones.
Yeah.
This is what I want to know. What are the numbers for? Like, what was 60?
I don't know. I think it's just sort of a model number. You know, it's not like tires where they actually mean something. Yeah. I think it is just more of a, you know, do they have a VS 50? VFS 50?
I don't know. But they're bringing that out. And I've like tried to, I feel like it would be really difficult to like bring out new wheels.
Yeah, because everyone's so set. Like certain cars at certain wheels. Like
yeah,
it would be very difficult for the marketing side of things to try and get people to actually buy it. But
I liked their last release, which was kind of this is where my knowledge is shocking. Not shocking, but like I just don't remember the names of all the Veemann wheels. But like, to be fair,
who does?
Yeah, exactly. I would trust Veemann with my life. Like that is the one wheel brand that I always seem to go for. Yeah. Like I had 3 SDMs and all in my car, but the Veemanns just, they fit every time. Yeah. You know, and they just they make the car look so sleek, and I was like, chef's kiss.
They are really, really nice wheels, and they always have, I don't want to say always, but 90% of the time when it comes to the design, they have it down to a T.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah. Love Veemanns.
Master their craft.
So yeah, those Veemanns are supposed to be out in spring 2025. So
surely next month.
Yeah, like now would be great. Yeah. I wish though whenever they brought new wheels out, it would take the price down of the other wheels.
I don't understand how that doesn't work, because like if a new iPhone comes out, the rest, like the
Yeah,
other iPhones go down in price.
They go down and then they stop working.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is what's
that's
happening.
actually why I got totally pressured into buying a iPhone 16 in like October time.
I'm really jealous.
I was going in for 14, right? That's all. I just needed a new version of my phone because I liked it. I liked the size, liked the camera, I liked it.
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow walked out of there with a 16 with an extra £20 on my phone bill.
Oh, extra £20? Oh, I'd say that's
Yeah.
expensive.
Oh, it's expensive.
Oh, I'm not even going to ask because...
Don't, because my mom will call me.
Okay.
She found out how much my phone bill was.
Okay, I'll not say anything. But no, I'm still with a 12, and I mean it's terrible. It is literally terrible. I swear whenever they bring new models out, they just start deteriorating.
Yeah, they just, like, it's like they put bugs at... Should we start like a She Drives conspiracy?
Oh, that's such a good idea.
Conspiracy segment?
Yeah.
Apple's slowing down your phones.
Nothing to do with cars, but it's the truth.
We don't make the rules.
No.
Sorry. We're not either. We're also not marketing here at all for Apple or anybody. Well, actually, no. That would be the complete opposite. No.
We're slagging them off, if anything.
Yeah, well,
but I'm still not going to go for any other phone.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it's still working to an extent.
Yeah, and I hate Android.
Yeah.
I could never go for an Android.
Can't do it.
No.
Maybe if I'm like 50.
I nearly changed to the Google Pixel, but then I just didn't because I couldn't do it.
No, I can't. It's just, I just don't like the way they're like...
I don't like the emojis and stuff on them.
Yeah,
really
I think the emojis is my main, like, that's what really puts me off. There's no need for them to be that yellow. They're like
The Simpsons.
They're literally The Simpsons. And you're like, no,
just no.
No to Androids.
No to Androids. Next up, the new Jaguar. Where do we even start with this? So Jaguar have gone fully electric.
Yeah.
They've rebranded themselves. They've changed the logo.
Probably for the best, because Jaguar engines are absolute mush.
You heard it from a mechanic.
They're like butter. They're terrible. Also the same engines that are in your Range Rovers that you all think are great, but they're not great. Don't buy them, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I've heard so many people say Range Rovers are terrible.
They're really, really bad and really unreliable, especially the Ingenium. I think I said that right. Ingenium engines, which are the same as the Jaguars. They're owned by the same company, so it's like Volkswagen and Seat. You know, only triple the price for absolutely no reason because they're rubbish.
The luxury man's car.
Yeah, but what's he paying for? His mechanic every 2 months.
That's true.
God, that would be expensive.
If you got the money, I mean.
Yeah.
But they debuted the new Jaguar. I think it was like last week.
Yeah, I think it was.
In Paris.
Yeah.
Now, the prototype of it, I saw, it literally looked like Cruella de Vil's car. Because it was like a zebra print.
Yeah.
And then they brought out like a pink one, but the blue one was the one that debuted in Paris. Can we talk about the fact they literally got, was it Barry Keoghan of all people? Why are you using him to promote your brand?
Not only that, but like, could you not have got like somebody with like a slightest bit of like link to the motorsport industry at all? Like,
but I genuinely think that's the craze at the minute, because I can't remember what car they're bringing out, but I saw Mercedes. They're bringing out a new one as well, and they got Ice Spice to promote it. Why? What has that got to do with anything? And you know what? The best part about it was the only part in the video that she featured in was running her hand across
to open the door.
To open the door. That was it. That was literally it.
Oh my God.
Which is the stupidest thing ever. Like, for the rest of the video, it was a man, so she obviously didn't know how to use the car.
Yeah. No, but like, I don't understand that at all. Like, why not get one of the Jaguar, you know, they have a Formula E team.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that would make total sense.
Why wouldn't you get one of your racing drivers to debut your car instead of Barry Keoghan?
It's the fact that like everyone kind of hates him now as well.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't have done what he done.
No, he shouldn't have. I'm not even the biggest fan of Sabrina Carpenter either. But if you're gonna do a woman dirty,
be good looking.
Yeah, for starters, like it's just not. I did not see that appeal whatsoever.
No, none at all.
Never.
No. And Sabrina, girlie, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? You can do so much better.
Honest God. I love her.
Do you?
I do.
Did you go to the concert?
I wish.
No.
I really wish. She's like probably top 3 favorite singers, isn't it?
Seriously?
Yeah.
Who are the top 3? In order?
Zach Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Are you gonna go see him?
Yeah. But it's the weekend at Jaguar Rally.
I know.
So I'm thinking maybe try and get Sunday tickets because, you know, Sunday you can sort of, you know, you can miss.
Yeah.
I'm
so on Friday.
Yeah. But I feel like the Friday show will be so much like busier. I don't know what's like. I feel like Sunday might be a bit quiet.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be as big as a crowd. It's not sold out yet. The other 2 are sold out.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Oh, I thought it was sold. I thought they were all sold out.
No. But we'll go Zach Bryan, number 1. Number 2? I'm gonna be probably like Rihanna, but like
yes,
like early days Rihanna. Like,
well, I mean, there are no New Year days Rihanna, so
yeah, I know.
Which is something I just cannot talk about.
Like late 2000s, early 10s Rihanna, amazing, and then probably Sabrina. But then I'd also be like, if you could see my Spotify at the minute, Paolo Nutini is like, he is at the minute, I am just listening to him on repeat on the radio on Spotify of Paolo Nutini. Like, I would have listened to him quite a lot whenever I was younger because my mama really liked him. And then I was like listening, and then I was like, why am I not listening to him every day?
Yeah.
So now I'm listening to him every day. Multiple times a day.
Well, Paolo Nutini is so good, though.
Have you seen him live?
No, I haven't.
No, and he's not on tour this year either.
No. He was at Belsonic like a couple of years ago. I thought he would have been back by now.
I think he was Longitude last year.
See?
Or 2 years ago.
Longitude is so difficult to get tickets for.
I know. It looks so amazing, though.
It really does. I tried to get tickets for Calvin Harris, and I failed. I failed miserably. So I'm still yet to see Calvin Harris.
Yeah, same as that. You need to go to Ibiza to see Calvin Harris.
See, that's the thing. I feel like it would just be the perfect setting.
Yeah, you need somewhere like to see like him or like David Guetta or somebody like. Yeah. You need to be in Ibiza.
Well, I saw David Guetta on Ormo Road, like. Not
see,
really.
These guys aren't like. Whenever I was like going to Belsonic and that, like we had Jerry Cinnamon. Ben Nicky, to be fair, but I don't even really like Ben Nicky.
Nah, I wouldn't have went to either of those.
No, I went to Jerry Cinnamon. I quite like him. He was quite good. His show was fantastic, to be fair. Like, he's a really good performer.
It's good.
But
he's kind of dropped off the face of the earth now.
Yeah, like he has. Like, I don't think
he's not a belter anymore.
He's not a belter. Maybe he's looking for a song queen.
Oh, good one. I don't know any more Jerry Cinnamon songs.
But where are we circling back to? Jaguar. Just stop making cars.
I think Jeremy Clarkson would agree with you on that as well.
Yeah. There's a reason he was my idol growing up. Like,
well, see, that's the next thing we're going to talk about.
What are we talking about?
Jeremy Clarkson, James May, and Richard Hammond are coming back for a new car show. After they said they were ending their partnership, which everyone was so sad about, and now they've just announced.
I was literally in tears watching Grand Tour.
Oh no, same.
Sobbing, crying.
It was so sad.
It's like my childhood was ended right then and there.
I feel like that's, well, I know for us, probably obviously other girls as well, that's kind of like where our interest in cars came from.
Yeah.
Like those three, they're kings. Yeah. They're just kings.
Yeah.
But they're back hosting a new car show. It's called The Not Very Grand Tour. don't really know what it's going to consist of.
I'm assuming they're going to be around England then.
See, this is it. It's going to be released on the 18th of April,
Mm-hmm.
which is seriously soon. Like, I thought this was
Yeah.
going to be maybe like a 6 month thing.
When did they announce this?
I only heard about it maybe a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I feel like maybe they stopped Grand Tour, stopped for a week, and was like, here, we're going to start this back up again.
Yeah, we need to be at something.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's described as a motoring comedy documentary series. What else would they be at?
Yeah.
And they're looking back at footage from past adventures and test drives and celebrating the combustion engine.
As they should.
Like,
As they should. That is the most Top Gear thing I've ever heard in my life. Well, proper Top Gear.
yeah, proper Top Gear back in the day.
Yeah.
I assume this one's going to be on Amazon.
Yeah,
Prime.
I'd say on Amazon, yeah.
I would assume so. But like, I love those three so much.
Yeah. They really were like a staple in our house. Like whenever like Connor would come in from school, it was the first thing, put on Dave, Channel 14. Top Gear was on, like as soon as you came in the door. The same as like Wheeler Dealers.
Oh my god, I used to watch Wheeler Dealers all the time.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't really get into Wheeler Dealers as much as I did Top Gear. Like I'd much rather Top Gear.
Yeah, I would be the same. I think because whenever I was watching it with my brother, he would just like switch between the two.
Yeah.
So
I think Top Gear was it's only now that I'm really appreciating like how funny they actually were.
yeah.
Because a lot of it just went over my head, but like
But like, if you ever watched back, or else it's like come up on your TikTok that the first episode or first few episodes, like, was it James May wasn't even a part of Top Gear?
yeah, that's
Which
right.
is so mad. Like, you couldn't
Yeah.
imagine him not being with them.
Yeah, I know. Like they're just a trio. Like there's no duo in that trio.
No, not at all. And Shane was saying the other day, it was like those three could literally have a TV show about like them painting a wall, and it would
Yeah.
still be the funniest
I
thing
know.
ever.
I would love like a Kardashian style like of them three.
That would be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, reality TV show of
They need to
them.
be in like a house together.
Yeah. Celebrity Big Brother.
I would
Only
honestly
just
love.
with them.
I would love to see both of them on Clarkson's farm. It would be so funny.
Can you imagine James May trying to drive a tractor?
That big, massive Lamborghini tractor.
Don't give it to Hammond, he'll probably crash. He'll find a way to flip it off a cliff.
So funny though. I've always like, I know he has a pub, and obviously Jeremy Clarkson has a pub as well.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to both of them.
Yeah.
What is it? The dogs.
What's it called?
It's something about a dog.
I'm gonna Google
I
this.
think it's about a dog.
Clarkson. I'm just gonna do pub. There you go. Third thing. The farmer's dog.
There we go.
Yeah, you were right.
I was going to say the wet dog, and I was like, no, that doesn't sound right.
It could be a pub name though, to be fair.
Yeah, most definitely. But I just remembered this whenever we were talking about. Let me start that again. So dreams are so random, aren't they?
Yeah.
I literally had a dream the other night that I completely forgot about. That Richard Hammond started following me on Instagram. And I was so happy. I mean, it was as if the king had just followed me. I was like, oh my god, like Richard Hammond is following me on Instagram. And I was showing Shane and everything. I was like looking, he was like, oh my god, like, this is incredible. And like I checked again just to make sure it was true, and it was true. And it's not true.
You
And
woke up and you were like, oh.
I'm so gutted about it. Like, I think that would just be my life complete if Richard Hammond was following me. He is a small king, and we love him.
Yeah. He's one of the small kings that you can tolerate.
Yeah. I think we all had a wee...
Yeah. He's my hear me out.
Yeah, he would probably... He would be on the cake.
Yeah, he'd be on the cake, 100%.
He would be on the cake.
He was probably like up there. Him and Sebastian Vettel were like my two first ever like crushes I can remember.
Did you ever watch him on... Was it Brainiac?
Yeah.
I used to watch him on Brainiac all the time.
Uh-huh.
It was like informative at the same time as being funny.
Yeah.
Which you really don't get these days.
No, I don't watch TV really.
Neither would I.
I'd watch a series and stuff. If someone
Mm.
recommended a series, I'll more than likely watch it, but I wouldn't like sit down and like flick through TV.
Nah, I never get on the TV in here anyway.
Don't have a choice.
No, I don't have a choice. All I have are Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus.
Solid lineup.
It is a solid lineup, to be fair, but you know what? There's not even anything on TV I'd want to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Anymore.
That's it. I'm sure you can get everything on Player anyway, so
Exactly.
streaming's taking over. Here we go, back again with conspiracy theories.
Streaming's taken over. And Jaguar sucks.
Pretty much. That's pretty much the roundup of the
Yep. Jaguar sucks. Richard Hammond is a small king. I was about to say queen. Don't think he'd appreciate that one. He's definitely not going to follow me on Instagram
No,
now.
definitely not.
And Barry Keoghan is thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
He's not going on the cake.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
Because he's also a short man. He's not a king, though.
No.
He's just short.
He's just a short thumb. I was going to call him a toe, but that would be too generous.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
exactly. I can't stand him at all. He actually winds me up.
Did you watch Saltburn?
I can't bring myself to do it. Did you?
I did.
Oh God.
It was an experience. It was not good.
See, the only thing I liked it, like I watched Love Hate there a while ago, like a couple of months ago. It's really, really good. It's like Ganglands in Dublin.
Right.
And he's in it, but he was like 15, 16, like whenever he was really young.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic in it. Like he's a good actor, but like that's probably why he is the way he is.
Yeah. He thinks he has privileges now that he's an actor.
Yeah.
Driving the new Jag. As Jeremy Clarkson says it.
Jag.
Yeah, that was good.
That was a good one.
That was a good impression.
Yeah.
That was good. I think we might leave it there.
Yeah.
Leave you with our Jag impression. Hopefully Jeremy Clarkson will pick that up.
And tell Richard Hammond to follow Tyree.
Yeah. And Ciara.
Well, you can follow me if you want, but it'll make her life.
And follow the podcast.
Definitely follow the podcast. She drives.
But we know that those three would be so supportive of this.
100%. Legends.
Honest God. That's just it.
Please follow us.
Please.
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
See you later.
Bye.